All right, let's talk about a big one. If you're using both Workflowy and Notion, you already know they're incredible tools. But you probably also know that trying to get them to work together can feel like a total mess. Today, we're going to solve that puzzle. We're going to build a system where they work in perfect harmony, instead of, just adding to the chaos. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into that productivity puzzle so many of us are stuck in. Then, I'm going to share a core philosophy that honestly changes everything. From there, we'll walk through a super simple workflow, see how it works with a real system like GTD, talk about connecting the tools, and then finally, we'll get into the secrets that the real pros use.
So yeah, let's kick things off with a problem that I bet feels familiar. You have these amazing, powerful tools that are supposed to make you a productivity machine, but when you try to use them together, it just feels clunky. There's this friction that gets in the way of real flow.
It's a weird paradox, right? You get these awesome apps like Workflowy and Notion to finally get organized, but you somehow end up with a system that feels bloated, duplicated, and just kind of stressful. Instead of that clarity you were looking for, you're just creating more work for yourself. And that friction, it almost always boils down to a few common mistakes. We try to make both tools do the exact same thing, which just creates a mess. We get lost clicking through endless folders instead of just searching. We hope for some magical, real-time sync that doesn't really exist. And we just end up copy-pasting unstructured junk from one place to another. That is the source of the chaos. But what if I told you there's one simple, powerful idea that could fix all of this? That's what we're digging into next. This is the core philosophy that makes this whole system just click. Okay, this is it. This is the single most important idea you need to get. Stop thinking about these tools as two competing notebooks. Instead, think of them as specialized parts of your brain. Workflowy is for thinking. It's your fast, messy, creative space. And Notion? Notion is for storing. It's your structured, organized, long-term memory. So, let's break that down. This model works because it gives each tool a very clear job. Workflowy is your thinking brain. It's where all the messy front-end work happens. Quick notes, outlines, brainstorming, it's where ideas are born. Notion becomes the structured memory, where you keep the finished stuff, the databases, the project plans, the permanent knowledge. When they're not competing, the chaos just disappears.
Okay, so that's the philosophy. It sounds good, right? But how do we actually put it into practice? Well, it all comes down to a really simple, kind of elegant three-step workflow that moves your ideas from one brain to the other. It's really just a simple pipeline. First, you capture everything, and I mean everything, in a single, frictionless inbox inside Workflowy. Second, you process that inbox on a regular basis, figuring out what everything is and what needs to be done. And finally, you structure that info by moving the important stuff into its final home in your Notion databases. This keeps your thinking space clean and your stored space tidy. All right, theory's great, but let's make this real. Let's apply our new two-brain philosophy to one of the most popular productivity systems out there, Getting Things Done, or GTD.
So, in GTD, step one is always capture, getting all that stuff out of your head. With our system, this happens only in Workflow. You have one inbox list, and you just dump it all in there. Tasks, thoughts, links, whatever. The goal here is pure speed, zero friction.
Next up, you process that inbox. You ask the classic GTD questions. Is this actionable? What's the next step? And you do that initial processing right there in Workflow. But, and this is the key, as soon as an idea graduates into a formal project or becomes permanent reference material, you promote it. You move it over to its structured home in a Notion database.
And this table just lays it all out perfectly. Look, Workflowy handles all the fast-moving, volatile stuff, your inbox and your daily next actions lists, things that change all the time. Notion, on the other hand, handles the solid, permanent assets, your master project database, and your reference library. Each tool is just perfectly playing to its strengths. Now for the part everyone asks about. Okay, this sounds great, but how do I actually make these two tools talk to each other? So let's look at how to build that technical bridge.
You've got a whole spectrum of options here, which is really cool. It can be as simple as embedding a live view of a Workflowy list right inside a Notion page. Or, on the other end, it can be as powerful as creating totally custom automations with tools like Zapier or Make, or even writing your own scripts with the API.
Think of this table as your little cheat sheet. If you just want to see a list for reference, Notion Embed is perfect. If you want to automatically create a new page in a Notion database every time you use a special tag in Workflowy, Zapier is your best friend for that.
For more complex stuff, you can level up to Make. And for absolute total control, well, you can build literally anything you want with their APIs. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the techniques that really separate the casual users from the true power users. These are the secrets of the top 1%.
And here's the wild part. The most powerful secret isn't some hidden feature or a secret button in the app. It's a fundamental change in how you think about and interact with your information. So here it is, the crucial point. You have to stop clicking through endless nested folders to find what you need. The real masters treat their system like a database. They don't browse, they query. Search becomes their main way of getting around. And this is exactly how you do it. By just mastering a few of these advanced search operators in Workflowy, you basically turn it from a simple outliner into your own personal Google. You can instantly pull up every single task that's not done for a specific project, or see everything you touched last week. That is speed. That is mastery. So, there you have it. By separating thinking from storing, and by learning to navigate with search instead of clicks, you've created a hybrid system that gets rid of friction and just maximizes your focus. The system is designed, the tools are ready, all the clutter is gone, and now you're left with just one final, really powerful question. What are you going to build?